Hi, so we are halfway through the chakra colour series. We're talking about the heart chakra imbalance and heart chakra problems. So heart chakra, easy to guess, should be here. What colour? Well, we say green, some people say pink, or some people say bright red, and I have to say I do think it changes as people I see it go red sometimes if somebody's really passionate about it. I can see this part of their aura change to very red when they're really excited about talking about something. I find that in men it seems to be more green, and in women more pink, but you do see them all. And in terms of meditation, I think it's best to meditate on it as green. So there's nothing really very complicated about the heart chakra, really. It's very easy to see because we have such strong symbolism attached to the heart. So as you can imagine, it's governed by love and controls love, but also compassion, empathy, kindness, nurturing. But remember, it's not an independent organ. It's not an organ at all, but it's not independent to the rest. To be able to assimilate this energy, the energy must be the lessons of the root, sacral, solar plexus, must have been assimilated and been dealt with to be able to feel this properly. So in its true sense, in its balanced state, it's joy. But one can't feel joy, for example, if we can't forgive somebody, or if we're angry at something, or we're frightened about something, because these are the messages of this lower part. And really we've kind of got from the physical plane, and from now on we're going to be going to mental planes and then up into etheric planes, how we communicate our beliefs, how we communicate our thoughts and clarity of thoughts, and how we connect with the Godhead. So this is about how we've developed to here and where we're going to develop from here. So this is a very important state, because this is where we kind of leave being incredibly earthy and start to think about more metaphysical things and connect with people on a much deeper level. But like any of the others, it can be too open and too closed, and without a shadow of a doubt, it's emotions that smash this one wide open. So if you get divorced, if somebody dies, or if you feel betrayed, bash, smashes open. And you can really see how that affects the way a person becomes. So imagine if somebody had been abused, for instance. We never want to see that, but it happens, and they become too over-pleasing, too over-generous, too devoted, too clinging, to doing just doing too much, just whatever you do, don't get angry at me. That's open chakra. But in the same way, closed chakra will be lack of compassion, lack of empathy. See, with somebody who's been abused, they can kind of make things fit right and give them excuses, because they know that you just can't think straight. And so I can see how desperation would leave you that, and it's too generous. Whereas if it's closed, mainly because we haven't assimilated these lessons, but not necessarily, other things can close it. But then I just refuse to see your point of view. I'm just not going to give you any benefit of the doubt. I'm just not just cold person. So yeah, very easy to understand. And likewise, the physical energy is very easy to understand. Heart, circulation, lungs, definitely lungs. You know, if you see somebody who has been grieving, it's not unusual to start to see them I shouldn't do that, I'll be all properly gone. You know, bronchitis starting, emphysema starting, like that just can't get that grief out. Heart chakra medicine. Again, I don't really need to do a separate video. I don't have to check my notes because it's very easy to do that. Actually, there's loads of oils that vibrate on the heart chakra, and more interesting ones actually, like caraway or hyssop or bay. They're all sort of heart chakra ones, but the obvious one, probably there's two that can't be beat really in my opinion. I found another book that I wrote, obviously all about heart chakra medicine. Find it on Amazon. But also vetiver, yeah, very much about compassion and feeling safe in one's life. Yeah, vetiver. So yeah, but easy medicine really. And so we're doing chakra healing meditations, focusing on green, seeing the light coming up to green, and then obviously we'd like to see it going up further. So the green, when it's strong and stable, going blue, going purple, going white, connecting to the Godhead. But also don't forget, just because sometimes there can be, I can't think of an example how, there can be people who are completely floating away. This energy is cool. There's no base down here. So it is important, if you're doing your chakra meditation, that you're also starting at the bottom. You're rooting it down. We need that energy to come down as well as up. So, yeah, heart chakra.